Hey guys, it's nice to see you again, and we are back here with Project Hospital, our second episode as we build Streamview Hospital. And well, last episode what we did is we focused on getting the emergency diagnostic rooms done, and then also getting a brand new radiology department. This episode's main focus is going to be we're going to work towards that new medical laboratories department. Until then, let's get into it. Looks like where we left off, clinic hours ended, so there's no more appointments today, at least for today. The first thing I'd love to do is I'd love to get this department a little better designed over here in radiology. So I want to give radiology kind of what they need. So they need their own staff area. We should give them a cleaning closet mixed in with the staff area. We are going to need an MRI room. And we are going to need... there's also the CT, the CAT scan. The other thing is that we're focusing on getting the brand new medical laboratories department. Now the CAT scan, MRI, and all that is really expensive, so I want to wait on that until we have a little more money coming in. And we can easily do that with adding medical laboratories as a diagnostic department. Because now we can diagnose people physically. It's more going to be easier for diagnosing bacteria and other things if we have that medical laboratories unit. So let's get right into building that. So I need to take out this wall. Technically, I don't need to take out that wall. I just need to... So I believe this is the wall that they use. And then we'll diagnose it as green. So let's see here. Medical laboratories requires a waiting area. Very easy to achieve. I'm going to put it over here. Right in front of this crosswalk over here. That way they have an easy access. We'll go ahead and add the staff room, which will be kind of small. So what we need is a hematology lab, a microbiology lab, and a histology lab. We can go ahead and throw a bathroom in this little... Well, that's a little bit of a nightmare of a corner because it's just so tiny. I feel like if people would easily freak out if that's what they had to work with. So let's just go ahead and take two spaces off this building. Then we can go ahead and add a cleaning closet right by here. And then add in the restroom. Pretty simple lab area. The big thing obviously is going to be that second entrance to the hospital. So I'm going to go ahead and let's quickly add the flooring in for that. Okay. Good. We can go ahead and extend these two. And I can move this out one. Oh, I can't have a staff room right there? Can the staff room quite possibly replace over there? Oh, it can. Good. I'll go ahead and throw in a cleaning closet. That'll work. Let's throw in a little bigger of a staff room. I mean, we don't need it to be that big for this area. Now it's time of a matter of getting the building actually built. So let's see here. So we need to add in the walls first. So let's go ahead and do that. Then we'll go ahead and add some windows in here. Why does it look smaller? I think because it is. Yeah, it's one space too small. No problem. Okay, now that we have that, let's go ahead and throw a door on the wall. We can let's throw a glass door at the back of this. Well, actually, let's just throw in a door that matches this room. Then you enter here. Okay, now here comes the part that we need to get together and figure out is the labs themselves. So I'd like to get some good lab doors to help get them in each department. Let me extend the histology room. Medical laboratories, they're always important. Now everything's the proper size. Now we need to figure out for walls wise. I think I'll do just simply something like this for each wall. And we can have them split off. Like, see, the split off is for basically like you have your cleaning equipment and your stuff to actually take care of before you enter the room. So like wash your hands, put on your gowns, robes, all that. Then you enter the actual lab. Oh, it's again, the second room is... Wait, that doesn't make much sense. The room should be big enough. Oh man, I'm so confused now. I think I accidentally resized this improperly. Okay, that's right. We have it right size now. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, now we can make these rooms for our size. So it should be, all should be 6 by 7. 6 by 7, good. 6 by 7, good. Even though it looks larger, I think there's no issue with it. Okay, now that we got that done, let me go ahead and actually build the walls on this place. Okay, there's that little entry part before you actually get into the lab. And that's good because then I can shrink down a ton of this stuff. So I'm gonna remove this door. Now we need to resize everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get a bigger waiting room. We're gonna install that staff room over there. Now we have to actually get the floor tiled out here, which this is probably one of the most expensive parts. Even though we're working on a literal lab department, we're going to go ahead and do this to make a little square corner on the building itself. We'll go ahead and throw some squares in the middle. And there's this area before entering the labs. Then we have our staff room. Very simple staff room. Not much to worry about there. Let me install windows on this place. Okay, that would be good. The 2 windows in the middle, and then one at the end of the hall. All right, doors wise, we'll have one of these doors right there. Then we'll have a few windows to look into the lab. Then we'll have the door to enter the actual lab area. Then a door for the bathroom and the other room. The janitor's closet. Dang it, I still screwed up the floor. How do I manage that? And then we got the janitor's closet, which I need to paint those rooms. So we'll just give them a nice white tile for the janitor's closet. Then just some nice tiling for the bathroom. It'll just be a very small bathroom. A decent sized one. There we go. Okay, now all these rooms are missing equipment. And it's completely understood why they are missing equipment because we aren't to that point yet of having the area developed. So let's do this. First off, the bathroom, which is very simple. Give them a toilet, a sink, a mirror, a hand dryer, and just throw a plant in there to make sure it's not kind of empty. Next up, janitor's closet. Let's go ahead and throw in a stainless steel cart and a shelf, and then we need the actual cart itself. Okay, now we actually have to do the labs. So the labs require a lot of different equipment. So we're just gonna go ahead and make sure this is all taken care of. I just wanna make sure that we have everything needed to get this lab up and running. Now we actually have to make the lab itself. So this one needs a fume hood. I'll go ahead and throw 2 fume hoods in there. Get some lab carts to do the desk. Then we'll go ahead and throw a stainless steel table in the middle. Get a nice chair. We're gonna need a good quality printer. Okay, let's put the glassware on the middle table. Sell those. We can put some file cabinets in for that. Okay. Then we need the microbiological unit, which that needs to go on the floor. Then we need a microscope. Actually, let's place one of these with a medicine cabinet, just to make it reasonable. All right, now we got the microbiology unit. Now we need the hematology unit. So let's go ahead and build that next. We need still more of these storage devices. We need to have a sink, ready to wash your hands before entering the lab. And go ahead and throw some equipment out here next to the scrubs. Okay, we'll put 2 tables in the middle. Throw some glassware on there for it. Now we need these lab cabinets. Go ahead and throw a trash bin down there. Throw a lab cart. Okay, we need a computer. Okay, we need the thermal cycler and the hematology analyzer. This, like I said, the labs department isn't cheap. The most expensive thing comes out of the equipment that you need to run the actual labs department. Oh boy, that's a lot. Let's see here. Need more storage devices. I'm gonna throw some lab equipment and maybe this in there. There we go. We need 2 sinks. My voice is echoing in my room right now and I'm not appreciating it because I can hear myself talking and I'm like, it's so weird, and it's especially weird when you listen in your ears and you hear your own voice. It's just weirded me out a little bit. Oh boy, the dogs are barking outside my window. Joke's on them. I have my window closed today. They can't get me today. Okay, we need some glassware. Now we need a microscope and a stool analyzer. That room is good. So now we got that. Oh boy, that cost $50,000 just to build that department. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and build our little staff room next. But yeah, that costs so much money in our department. I'm so happy I decided to build that first. Oh man. Good news is the hospital's already earning enough money, so we don't have to worry about funding anything else right now. We have plenty of funds to use for future plans. Okay, other than hiring, the last thing we need to do is just get this waiting room set up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw TVs on each side, get some hand sanitizer. That way people don't have to worry about their hands being dirty. And go ahead and throw some chairs in. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and throw a vending machine down here in case somebody needs it. And one more thing I'd like to do, just because I think it's a cool design idea, is bring out these walls like 2 spaces or 3. Paint the other side of them. There we go. Okay, now we need to actually hire for the department. So let's see here. This person is resilient, so that's a good one to have. Just got a grant. What's missing in this one? Oh, I forgot a piece of equipment in this room. Let's see here. We can use advanced biochemistry. Let's see here. You are the best, so let's hire you. And then this guy's fast. This guy's a hard worker. This person restless. Let's see here. Let's organize. Okay, you'll be hired. Then we need a janitor. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Who's the best at their job? You are, but you're also just as good. And there we go. We officially have a medical labs department. Man, I'm happy we got that piece together. Okay, so the next thing is we need to open up any specialized clinic department. So basically, that's when we can start opening up. For example, if I were to go here, we can open up a emergency department. But right now, it looks like I cannot. So let's go ahead and wait on that. But yeah, folks, welcome to the hospital. We'll see you tomorrow when we have more diagnoses labs. But yeah, that took a lot of effort and work, so I'm happy we finally have the medical laboratories department. Because it's very comes in handy, you know? The thing is that the only thing I think we'd have to do left this episode, just with the money we have, once we get it, is to develop the radiology department and get those new facilities. The next department, though, we'll have to worry about, which is the intensive care unit, which we can't build quite yet, but it'll be something very important in the hospital, because right now, once we have the emergency center, patients that get into a critical condition will be sent there, unless they are to a point where we need the ICU. The ICU will be eventually installed, though. But right now, this main building is literally just diagnostics and other doctor's offices. Whereas, we're going to build a second building eventually, which is going to have all the specialized departments. And that will be over here. Let's see here. We don't need a well, we need a janitor's closet. That's all I could think of. Trying to think about something. Well, we could put the cleaning closet at the end of the hall. So let's put that there. So again, the only thing we need is a CGAG room, which I think I'll replace the CAT scan room there. I'll place the CGAG room there. I just want to make sure that this department is ready for patients. I just want to get everything set up so that we don't have to worry about it later. Paint the walls in here. Then we need a janitor's closet at the end of the hall. Need to make sure to put our big fat blue line in the middle and paint out the rest of the walls. Okay, now for doing the flooring. Okay, go ahead and quickly do that. It's not too much difficulty to do. That's a little too bright. I painted up the rest of the radiology department. We'll get that built soon. I also want to place our... They only are 2,000, so let's go ahead and in-place our elevators as well. Now the hospital has its elevators installed. Ready for another floor whenever we need it. I think that's a good idea. I think it's definitely going to be beneficial. Right now we let the hospital run itself for a while. We got Christopher. Okay, Christopher has fatigue. Oh, something I wanted to do. I want to turn off my camera on this video so that way you guys can see the stuff that I'm seeing. Now that I've done it, you can see. I'll try to remember to do that in future videos, but that's beside the point. I will appear at the end though. Be aware for that. So the good news is, now that we have the 2 new departments, Christopher here can go to labs to see if he needs that, or he can be sent to radiology. Considering his thing right now, we don't know much about his condition. Here's where it gets hard. It's confirmed to be a form of influenza, but it is hard to determine which it could be. That's why it's important that we detect which one it could be using labs. The labs can take samples from him and identify which influenza it would be, which is a very good thing. I'm happy that they have that ability. Okay, and then there's people like Nancy over here who can be easily diagnosed. Looks like she just went through nasal cavity look and doesn't look like there's anything that's helpful there. So I think what would be important is maybe check his temperature, and also I think if you can't find it from there, we'll have to go and do a serologic sampling. Which basically we need to get a blood sample and then identify if there may be... Okay, let's see here. Anybody else in the patient-wise? We got this man who's limping, so he's going to need x-rays. Okay, we found out that guy has a chest contusion. Alright, we know you have a fever. So now we're going to do sampling. We're going to get a sample, we're going to take it to the lab and use that to identify what is wrong with him. Because that's how we can use it. We can look and find those specific organisms that are within his blood that could be important. Okay, he's reporting a high fever. He's got some sort of leg injury. She's reporting a fever. Lots of fevers in the hospital today. Patient with incorrect diagnosis returns. Well, quit complaining about it. You said you were itching, and you didn't say what else it could be. So, get out. See, like now he's going over to labs, because what's going to happen is these guys over here, they're going to run lab testing. See? We have Kate here on the job. She's basically going to run the lab sampling, and once it's done, she'll call him over, give him the notes, and he'll head over back to the labs, and they'll tell him what he has. So let's go ahead and see. Looks like they already finished running the labs. She's going to go ahead and run the lab now. Basically, she asked him, like, hey, can I have the information about what they have? So they said, here's his sample. Like, this is his sample. So she's now going to go through testing to determine. Now, my guess is what would happen in real life is they would find something. That would be a germ that they can compare to a chart or a file and determine that this level of the blood would result in this kind of scenario. Which is good, because it means he's going to get treated. Okay, let's see here. How's it going here? Okay, you got shingles. They found out it's widespread painful rash, so that was an easy, like, identifier. Okay, he's got leg ideas going around. Okay, we're getting close to figuring out what's wrong with her, but right now we don't know for sure if it's respiratory virus or common cold, which I can understand why that would be hard. Okay, how long does it till your labs are done? Okay, he just got treated. Perfect. That's good. We want our patients to be treated. We want them to walk out of this hospital feeling better than they came in. Okay, we've identified a fever. Let's see, considering it's some sort of virus in respiratory, I'm going to tell her to look at the nasal cavity and the oral cavity, because those would be important places to look. If it's that kind of condition, it would be good to look in the areas it could be affecting. Pain in the ears. If I remember correctly, that should be tonsillitis. Now, which kind? That's the issue. I couldn't tell you until we looked at further information. Okay, he's going to get an x-ray because we can't tell if it's a broken or a contusion. Even then, we can't tell what part of the leg it's on. So he's just going to go get a quick x-ray. Okay, what have we figured out from you? It is influenza B, 100% confirmed. He needs antivirals. I'd also suggest probably some rest and give him some cough suppressants. And some, well, nasals are congested. They're not dry. I mean, nasal drops could help with that too. And then, yeah, lower his temperature. Well, I think this should be enough. He doesn't need any pain meds because he has a headache, but that's not like severe pain. So that's why I'm not going to give him the full pain meds. But they'll figure it out from there. The doctors. They're kind of qualified to do this stuff, and I'm not. Everybody's getting treated today. That's what we want. Everybody getting treated. Okay, somebody's going to labs again. Somebody needs to get their labs work done. Okay, we can't figure out if it's bacterial or viral. Again, we'll be running some tests to determine it based off that. Good, people are doing well. Okay, what are they recommending? Anything else you'd recommend? Because I was about to say, I think that should be enough. Eventually, we can install our own pharmacy and get paid there, too. But right now, people have to go to an outside pharmacy. Because technically, I qualify us as a minor clinic now. Like, probably urgent care, maybe. That's why I probably think it would be more of here. Even though we're not very urgent, considering how many people are still waiting in the lobby. Oh, come on, that was funny. Not really having any urgency there. I'm too funny. All right, everybody's getting treated. We're seeing a lot of patients. We're almost got all the patients done today. If we can get 2 more in, we can cure all the patients we are going to have today. Not too many patients visit during night hours, so maybe eventually we'll open night clinic hours. When we get to an emergency department, I will open for night clinic. All right, 1 patient was waiting, so we got 20 patients cured today. Good job, everybody. That was good. Increased clinic patients today for 20. So we got to treat 30 patients, and we got to open a clinic at any specialized department. So let's see here. How's emergency coming along? Because that's the department we need to unlock. So unlock values to complete more insurance company objectives. Let's go ahead and start with this janitorial closet, because everybody needs a janitor department. Here we go, install some windows. Okay, first let's get this machine. This gigantic machine. I'm going to put the screen through there so they can see it. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a file cabinet. Let's see here. We could put a stainless steel cart. Maybe some curtains just to draw them back if we need to. And just some posters to tell people about conditions that you might experience at the hospital, and you want to make sure that you're well informed in case of one of these ailments wherever it happened to you. I make that sound really scary when it's actually really fine. We got the CAG room now. Last thing we need is the MRI and then the CAT scan. Employee got drunk last night. I shouldn't be having my employees that I work very hard to have them at the hospital get drunk. This is unacceptable. No problem. We'll make it work. Alright, night work over. It's time for morning again. Speaking of which, how expensive is the CAT scan machine? How is it less? It's less expensive. How is it less expensive than a giant? Oh boy. Somehow the CAT scan is cheaper than the MRI, which doesn't make too much sense to me, in my mind. But then again, not much makes sense to me in this hospital right now. And we can't even afford it because it's just so bulky. How much is it though? Yeah, we have enough to afford it. I just don't think we have the space right now for it in the hospital. I mean, we'll figure it out. I'll get it figured out. Patient returns with incorrect diagnosis. Go to a different hospital. I'm not your mom. We might have to switch the CAG room with something else, but that's no problem. So I can't believe an employee got drunk last night. There'll be reprimands for that. Where is this employee? Are you the one who got drunk last night? I'm pretty sure he is. You're a senior scientist. Let's see here. Assign workplace. Add employee to favorites. No. Switch day shift. Spends twice as much time eating food. You know what? You're fired. Get out. You're a horrible employee. You're practically a definition of why did I hire you? Great, now I gotta find a new candidate. And he has 94% biochemistry. Welcome to the staff, everybody. Fun thing is I can actually go to each department and I can do some fun with them. So first off, I want to kind of change their uniforms. Make them more designated to have different uniforms. Here we go. Alright, medical laboratories, I want you all wearing light green to match the department. Radiology, I want you all wearing blue to match your department. And then lastly, emergency, I want you all wearing a form of red to match the department. That way I don't lose track of you guys. Now we know who works for what department. Everybody's also very happy. We're getting this hospital done. Since everybody's traveling throughout the hospital though, getting all the medications and treatments they need. That's the point of our hospitals. We want to help those who are in need. There we go. He just got x-rayed. What do we find out about the x-ray? It is a contusion. Alright, I believe we can fix that with numbing ointment and some pain meds to help calm it down. Make sure you don't get too angry with the injury. Okay, you have some sort of contusion. We'll also give you a nice bandage to help heal it up. Okay, so if I'm looking correctly here, he either has a nail fungus or athlete's foot. But looking at the data, so the reason why I think it's a nail fungus is because athlete's foot, one of the symptoms would be itching. The foot would be very itchy, there would be redness. This is coming from a guy who uses special soap because of that. I worried too much about athlete's foot. And so it does not cause any issues with the nail, so that's why it has to be some sort of nail fungus rather than athlete's foot, because athlete's foot just being irritating. So that's why I'm thinking it is, but we'll let them finish their data and you'll see if I'm right, which I am. Let's see here. So we're looking at him. You got insomnia, so they're gonna go ahead and give her some sleeping pills and recommend rest. Yeah, recommend rest. That's could have been told by anyone. Everybody's doing pretty well. The hospital's going very well and nobody's complaining and everybody's working out in the end. We're also a 4-star hospital right now. All departments across are giving us 4 stars. I mean, we have more money now, so we could afford new machinery if we wanted to, but I think we need to wait on that before we do anything. Let's just give people a few more days and see what goes on. Hopefully we can get everything done. I mean, we already got a lot more money from the new department. Terrible article about your facility in a local tabloid causes 40% of patients to go to a different hospital. Is this about the freaking drunk guy? How much you want to bet that's the exact reason my hospital is not doing good? I hate that guy. Why do you have to ruin this for us? Now we have to worry about the fact that an article is out there bad-mouthing my hospital. 40% less patients? Yikes. Ugh. I really wish that didn't happen. Alright guys, we're gonna have reduced patients today, which means less money and means your paychecks probably won't get paid if we're not careful. So no issue. Let's just keep going with our day. Alright, see, our opening hours have officially started. Hopefully you can get some to come back. It'd be great if I could advertise. Okay, now that we got patients actually coming in, we're going to be able to take care of everything. And the problem is we have less patients today. Hopefully some more will come thinking that the article is probably stupid. And then the other thing I'm seeing that's quite starting to become a commonality that we need is we need more receptionists. Like I'm seeing the reception area getting full. So I think we need a few more receptionists on duty. Let's go ahead and look in there. Well, we got an early bird. That's good. Got a hard worker. There we go. Everybody's hired and working the job. Man, I really wish we had some more patients today. Like, that would have been so beneficial to our hospital. Oh, well, I mean, the hard part is just dealing with the fact that some rival hospital had to literally badmouth us. Whatever. I'm getting ahead of myself. We can take more patients. We don't have to stop at 15. Hey, we're gonna stop at 15 patients, I guess. That's just what I wanted. Alright, looks like the work day is over because there's gonna be no other patients. That's the problem. We don't have enough. And that's just an issue. Like, I need to be able to afford things in our hospital and be able to expand this place. Oh, well, I guess we're going to have to live with it for now. Good news is it's only lasting a day. So once this workday concludes, that will no longer be a thing and we'll be able to move on with our lives. Our lovely, lovely lives. The thing I do think we need is we're going to need a pharmacy, maybe a gift shop. Yeah, we can earn some extra cash. Definitely a pharmacy, though. I think we can definitely expand this little area of the hospital so we have more room for other things. I do want to get another department of diagnoses. It would be a good idea to do internal medicine or general surgery. But internal medicine would be better because there are conditions in internal medicine that could be cured with just medication and rather than hospitalization. So that is one thing. Let me check to see if there's any of these departments that I could open up. I literally cannot open up any department except I can open up infectious diseases or trauma. which both are a little going crazy before we do anything. Okay, insurance payments and patients went back to normal. Thank goodness. Oh, we're getting 25 patients. So we just need 5 more patients. That's it. Which, good news, I think will improve with the fact that our hospital is doing so well. All right, everybody. We're going back to our normal amount of patients, so be prepared for that. Good to see people are arriving and getting their treatments. And the janitor's working, getting this place clean. Good to see, good to see. I like that. Employee leveled up. Oh. So now you're a specialist. That's good. Training. That would be another thing we could work on for the hospital, is getting the training department. A good idea. But actually, I think the next thing is opening nighttime clinic hours. I think that'd be a good idea. We'll only open up one office though, like, cause we're not gonna need the department much at night. Then we'll go ahead and throw in an extra, cause the only one I think we need is the X-ray machine for late at night. Now operate at all hours of the day, and all patients across the board can come in. We don't have as many patients as we do during the day that we do at night, so that's why I'm opening it up to more patients. But yeah, we are officially a 24/7 clinic. We can now officially operate under those standards. I mean, we already were gonna become that anyway, so. That just means we're gonna have an increased patient intake. Oh boy, people are waiting too long. That's not making people happy. Hurry up and get people treated so we can get more patients in back there. I don't want to make people wait too long. There's like, we're at 2 stars. That's not good. Okay, we're at 3 stars again. I want to stay a steady 3 stars before we end this episode. 4 stars. We're at 4 stars. Yes. Yes, that's always good. Okay, 4 stars. Let's just stay at 4 stars. I hope it stays that way. Okay, so far we're staying at 4 stars. That's really good. Okay, we're doing really well. I'm happy we're having a good time. We're making everything easy. And all the patients are also getting treated very well, so that's also really good to the hospital. Let's see here. It's 15, and we need to get 3 more patients in. Let's see, we got 4 patients currently. Okay, let's see here. $450. We're also earning more money. That's really good. I think the 25 is coming from nighttime clinic hours. I mean, we open at night now, so now we can have patients stay overnight and come here and get more treatment. I mean, that's a good thing. We now have that ability to do that. And good news is we don't close at 18 now. We just moved to the next staff. Clinic's gonna remain open. So we ended up with 24 patients treated today. We're at $55,000. That's good. I'm happy with that. That makes me happy. All right. Oh, we're almost a 5-star hospital. All departments are getting good reviews. Okay, now we move on to the nighttime clinic hours. So this is where patients can be treated at night if they need to. We only have 1 patient. 1 singular patient for nighttime operation hours. Dude, you can come on back. What are you looking for? Oh, you're trying to do urine testing. Sir, we don't have people doing that type of testing this late at night. Is that a microbiology or a... I cannot treat you. Can you please go home? We cannot treat you. It is late. Oh, boy. He's going to have to wait till morning. He's going to complain because he's going to be like, ugh, I'm waiting too long. And I'm like, well, you kind of came at a bad time. Kind of came when the hospital is not fully functional. Should have been here when it was. Frazier, what am I going to do with you? We already have a secondary patient, and it can't go ahead because of you. Frazier, you've been here overnight. Oh boy. This guy is so hard to deal with. Patient about to leave. Go! I'm not waiting for you. You can go home. We don't have lab testing right now. It's not open. It won't be open till morning. So I'm afraid you're just gonna have to wait there. Yeah, go. Leave. I don't care. Looking at the time, I think we're at the point where I can wrap up this episode. So thank you guys for watching. It is really fun playing Project Hospital, especially getting to expand the hospital. And now we have that new biology labs area. The next thing we need to do is we need to expand our radiology department to get better machines for x-raying and CAT scans and MRIs as well. So please like this video so more people can see it, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you want to know anything outside of these videos, you can go to my community page here on my YouTube channel, or my Facebook, Instagram, or Discord, which are all linked down below. I post every Monday, Wednesday at 7 a.m. and every Friday I have a live stream right after 3:30, right after 3 o'clock. Go ahead and look at those. I will always post those in advance so you know about them. If you're into simming content, which is very popular by me, head over to my Sims channel, Garrett Cowsons, which is also linked down below and on the channel's homepage as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!